you said that what you were sharing at Davos was small. Is that what you were referring to early in the conversation when you said small things make sense to you? Is this small thing the blueprint that you're working on at Ithaca?
Well, yeah, yes or no. I mean, it is a small thing when you put it in the context of Davos, right? But no, that's really not what I mean. I think it is the small things, sometimes the mundane things that make a tremendous difference in people's lives. No, and you know, I've been talking to people about this several times, and I always tell them, in 2017, I was in Mexico and we had an earthquake, and part of our office went down, and I had a group of people that were terrified, you know. So I gathered everybody in the gathering point outside the building, and I told them that, you know, recovery starts now, you know, like right now. And so I know we're terrified, but we all have families. Some of us have children that they depend on us. So let's get together, you know, forget about work. We're a group of people that know each other very well. So let's help each other. And you know, some people lost their homes. They had to rush because their homes actually went down. And what I told everybody, you know, and throughout the days, I was like, just find the small little things that will make a difference. And I told everybody, just make your bed every single day, because at the end of the day, you want to come back home and the bed is going to be made and you're going to be happy about that. And just do that, you know, and make sure that you have all the basics. You have soap, you have toothpaste, you know, that make sure that you have all those little things, because, you know, they're going to start building and they're going to start accumulating. And those things may seem mundane for somebody who doesn't live in an area where earthquakes can destroy your home. But for people living in Mexico, and some of them having a double, triple whammy because of many social, you know, reasons and economic reasons, you know, the mundane things become really important. And I think I learned a valuable lesson that day and before. And I think I appreciate those mundane small things, saying hello to somebody or smiling to somebody or sitting down. And, you know, one of the things that happens when you are trying to engage an entire community is that you need to identify the moment when you have to be quiet, and the moment when you have to speak, and the moment where an uncomfortable silence doesn't need to be uncomfortable, and a moment where your ideas can be totally destroyed by somebody that didn't intend to destroy your ideas, but has, you know, a complete different and valid perspective on the stuff that you are focusing on. So I think what I mean with the small things is just that, you know, paying attention to the little things and realizing that not every idea is hardwired into people's brains, and understanding that there is a reason and there is a background and there is a why things are the way they are. And I think in a previous conversation that you and I had, you know, I referred to that as this emerging complexity that makes an entire difference, you know, when you're trying to analyze something. So that's what I mean, this emerging complexity made up of mundane, everyday things.
Yeah. And it's in that emerging complexity that we look for leverage points, right? That's precisely what systems thinking helps us to think about, is complexity and how to get our arms around complexity and to map complexity for the purposes of identifying leverage points. And often it's the small leverage points that have the biggest influence.